All right, a good day everyone. So we will discuss now the Unit 2, Lesson 2, which is Strategic Analysis and Intuitive Thinking. Okay, so I did this. I will do this on recorded only because natin mga na-miss ng mga days na wala ta ka-discuss. So anyhow, just very short only. So we have here question here. What sets us apart from other species in our ability to think, di ba? Some of us, uh, I mean, we differ ourselves from the other species also. Like animals, we can speak, we can communicate with other people, and then we can create languages as a form of communication. Mas higher atong thinking than the other creations also. So yan ana siya. And then acting based on intuition and strategy is an offshoot offshoot of human capacity for rationality. Of course, 'di ba? We use intuitive thinking when we rationalize. I mean, we try to reason out things, why we did this one, why we choose this one. So strategic analysis and intuitive thinking are useful life skills. Basically, this is very useful life skills. So we have here essential question as a guiding question on our discussion. How are strategic analysis and intuitive thinking effective in managing one's network also? So strategic analysis and intuitive thinking should be utilized to keep each network afloat. So dapat gamiton dyan siya. So a crucial organizational and leadership skill, which talks about strategic analysis. And then it's the ability also to ma-synthesize na to and ma-utilize ang intuition and creativity to achieve integrated perspective. Okay. So the strategic analysis is the ability to do the following. We have to plan, to organize, makig-coordinate ka, tapos at the same time, i-monitor na to, and then make use of resources. Okay. Talking about plan, what are your plans based on your observation ng mga nahitabo around you? What's your plan? And then if na nakaiplano, how you will organize that one. Then to organize that one, kinsang mga tao nga kailangan nimo i-coordinate or the group or organizations that you can coordinate para ma-accomplish nimo tong kuan. At the same time, pag ma-implement na siya, how would you monitor that one also? I keep looking on my face also. Okay. So make use at the same time how to make use of the resources also. Okay? So strategic analysis and planning, pilaan ng planning closely related to strategic analysis because it requires analytic skill. So malocate nato ang obstacles and other opportunities also that may either obstruct or enable us to carry certain missions. Then sample method, this one is SWOT analysis. This one is analysis of strengths, W for weaknesses, opportunities for O, and threats for T. That's why it's called a SWOT analysis. Okay. So with the strategic planning and analysis, teams can reach definite solutions with what are those? Magamit nato ni siya in existing data or information, and then we can manage this one on some resources also. And then on strategic analysis and networks, we can talk about strategic thinking may also be used para magka-unite ang group into a single and then collective being. Okay. So strategic analysis also enables us na masabtan nato our complex world, di ba? Wala na ako kasabot, wala ako sabot. And can change the way we interact with others also. Yeah, maybe sometimes di na taganahan makik-interact with other people, di na taganahan makik-coordinate with other people because we don't understand the things that is happening around us. So through strategic analysis, we can able to understand the complex world. So strategic analysis comes in handy when a network needs nga makarelate or makalink with another network also. So we have here checking our progress from the discussion. Can think of the scenario where we used a strategic analysis and resolve problems within your network. In your setting now, how can you think of a scenario? Okay. Now, strategic analysis can be more powerful basta partnera na to og intuitive thinking. Okay. So, in ancient Greek philosophers, they use intuitive thinking to assist them in answering their inquiries about the world. Okay, so through our intuition daw, with our intuition, we can arrive at immediate decisions and then conclusions also without going through the rigorous step-by-step process. Okay, so what are those components of intuitive thinking? Immediacy, pinaptik, kung sa tungkuan, without going deeper or without thinking why. So sensing relationships and reason also. So these are the components of intuitive thinking. So now, immediacy and sensing relationship. When talking about immediacy, formulating ideas in an immediate matter. Karon dayon. Done with the spur of the moment. Oh, this one, I remember this one. We discussed this one in our one of our subjects in my master's. Anak ko ang teacher. Ano siya, kana daw, girl's intuition, that's very true daw siya. Siguro ma'am, kay babae man ka, pero sometimes it's actually true, we can manifest it one. Sensing relationships also based on decisions and actions on the senses and past experiences. Kaya na-decide ni mo ni, naingon ni mo ni because of your senses, mga na-feel ni mo, mga nakita ni mo, mga nasimutan ni mo, mga na-touch ni mo, and then also your past experiences also could be a determining factor, distinguishing factor also on intuitive thinking. Now, the reason. Okay, as part of the components, it's the ability to draw conclusions now, and then we can link ideas together. So that's now rational, how rational we are with the intuitive thinking. So we can think actually of the scenario again in the past, have acted based on the intuition. Kamo, for example, unsa man mga example nga, mga scenario nga, ay, kanidayon ang mong decision nga nani nga immediacy na sense of senses also, and then reason why that one. Intuitive thinking is very crucial. I mean, it's crucial in developing fresh ideas, while strategic analysis provides the necessary na siya mga framework to foster actualization. Kaya pag mag-uban ng duha, strategic analysis and intuitive thinking is very good. Okay, strategic analysis and intuitive thinking go hand in hand when managing networks. Okay, so on the other one, we will be discussing this one. Okay. The facility in strategic analysis. So under ni siya sa Unit 2, Lesson 3, Facility in Strategic Analysis. Okay. The ability to strategize and analyze are essential survival skills. Di makakabalo maguna-una. Ka mabuhi aning kalibutan ni ana good. So it's very important also nga maka-analyze ta and then maka-strategize ta because it's part of our essential skills naman. Strategic analysis is a way of examining how problem can be broken down into components to make it more actionable. Okay, kung dako aranay din nato na kaya, okay, let's break it down on its components para mas makaya nato siya. Sometimes inganana pud siya ang strategic analysis. Not sometimes, most oftentimes. Okay. Tools in strategic analysis can be used to find solutions to problems atong ma-encounter also. Okay, so we have here essential question as a guiding question also. How can we use strategic analysis in our daily lives, di ba? Excuse me. Okay, so talking about strategic analysis class, strategy came from the Greek word strategos, meaning general. It's general idea. Strategic analysis is a vital in managing networks. So nga naman, because it is an other way, it is an effective leadership skill for keeping an organization intact. Okay. Kaya kung walay strategic analysis ang isa ka organization, magkatibulaag na sila. Tapos it's not a good factor on para mapakita natong effective leadership also. Okay, strategic management naman, it aids on the achievement of the objectives through planning, analyzing, and making use of resources. Aside from this one, it requires proficiency in a strategic analysis. Dapat proficient ka in strategic analysis para you can able to apply this strategic management. Okay, it's very important also in analyzing organization and its environment. At the same time, pwede natin siya magamit as a mechanism in improving communication, the control, and then how you coordinate or the coordination also. So what are the examples of tools? We mentioned earlier the SWOT analysis, pest analysis, value chain analysis. Okay, say SWOT, di ba? Strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay, for example, we analyze a particular thing. What are those strengths? At the same time, tanaw na to ayang weaknesses. And then, opportunities. What if we do this one? What are the kind of opportunities we can get out from this one? Or, I mean, what the advantages? And then the threats also. What are those disadvantages if we put an action with this one? So it differentiates between beneficial factors and disadvantageous ones. So it also differentiates between internal and external factors nga maka-affect sa isa kang organization. So this is a good example also. A strategic tool in a strategic analysis. Okay. SWOT analysis in internal factors. Okay. Talking about internal factors, we will distinguish its strengths, internal characteristics of an organization, and then individual that give them a competitive advantage. What is this weaknesses naman sa iyang internal factors? Internal attributes or characteristics that put the organization at a disadvantage also. Okay. So, in external factors, makita na tong opportunities. This one, itong what I said earlier, openings or environmental conditions that allow an organization to thrive. Okay, what are those opportunities? And then at the same time, threats, aniniya. Conditions that can negatively affect the outcomes of a project. So, possible, pwede siya madaot, pwede maka-apekto, and then can serve a hindrances, makababag siya para sa success sa isa ka organization. So at least makita nato na through SWOT analysis, makita na nato ang mga internal and external factors of this one. Okay. Example ani, Hobby. Are you familiar with Hobby? Na. It's a local women's clothing brand that employs skilled single mothers or the victims of abuse. So what are those strengths of this one? Of course, skilled workforce, of trained women. Tapos, highly quality products made from locally sourced materials. Diba? Ligon dyan siya. Well-designed and curated social media accounts. Of course, na sila mga linkages of this one. But kakibat ani na yung mga weaknesses. Gagmay lang ang ma-produce niya. Kagamay laman sila nga. It's a community kasi project or it's a community particular community lang siya available. Small production capacity, unable to mass produce. Siyempre kay ano man siya, hands-on man siya, dili man siya magagamit og mga machines or machineries nga dagko. Not locally well-known. Basically, lig-on siya tuod pero siyempre kita mismo mas makaila jud ato mga Nike, mga Mosimo, sa patudira mga jug, inahanap siya dato higher prices of items because of high cost of raw materials also is po siya. Its weaknesses. Mahal siya kay aside sa kanang jud siya extract siya locally ang iyang materials effort also. So inana sa iyang mga weaknesses. Okay, but in external factors natay ginatawag na opportunities also. Consumers demand for social responsibility from businesses. And then popularity of #support local or #agawang local trend also. So what are those threats behind this one? Countless local and international competitors, syempre daghan po competitors in a women's clothing industry. I remember Musa, 'di ba, na feature na siya in New York ay katong mga billboards. Low prices, mass-produced clothes of competitors. Tapos, ay dito na lang ko sa iya oy late on pa tapos mas so daghan competitors with this one. So mas daghan pa akong ma-compra dito. What is Pest analysis naman? Stands for political, economic, social, and technological factors. So this one naman focuses on nag-assess siya ng external factors na maka-affect sa organization. Unlike kanina sa SWOT, it focuses on external, internal factors. Now in pest analysis, nag-focus siya in external factor na pwede siya maka-apekto sa isa ka-organization. Okay. In political, government policies, regulations and laws. So how countries' political climate, then international relations with other countries also. So pag economic naman, what is the movement of supply and demand? Kailangan ba ni siya? Dili ba ni siya kailangan? Daghan ba nagatangkilig ani? Inflation and exchange rates also. Taas ba ang dollar karon? Baba ba ang dollar karon? So sometimes sila mas malipay og ang dollar, ang exchange sa dollar malapas og 51, 52, 53 hangtod na tumabot og 54. Kita class dapat dili ta malipay nga taas ang exchange sa dollar. Pasabot-an ni gamay ato ni baba ato economy. Okay, so consumers purchasing power also and economic growth is the focus now here. So tan-aw nato ang mga factors ana niya. Next, social. What's the lifestyle of the community, the society, or one state. Then, unsay trend ana niya particular community. Then, unsay mga cultural attitudes of that people. As what I have always used an example. For example, the Muslim community. So, you will, take a look with their cultural attitudes of the people in that particular community. What are their lifestyle, unsay mga trends sila, how they look, then sa ilang mga ginakaon, so inana part na siya dira. And then talking about technological naman as part of pests, it's an advancements that thrive along with the progress of society. So example ani trends of transportation, sa una kalesa lang karon na yung mga public utility vehicles or mga PV o sa padira mga tren napaspas na kaayo, and then airplanes sa una barko lang ana good, mahal pa kayo, di pa kayo ma-afford ang airplanes. Communications especially, di ba we talk about this one in sa inyong MIL. Before sulat-sulat lang, and then the advancement of technology na may easier way of communication. Sa una ma-miss pa kayo na to mga abroad na to nga relatives or family members, but now every day we can talk to them. Nakaya na to sila ma-miss. Okay, we can see them, ma-video call na nato sila, makita na nato sila. And then automation and information also. It's available na sa una, the way ma-inform lang ang tao, radio, books, magazines, newspapers. Karon, even in social media, it's na siya, available na jud tanan. Kaya lang be careful with the fake news. I know you kabalo nang mo analyze on what are the fake news, also accuracy, authenticity of the sources, reliability. So I know kabalo na mo ana. So we have here perform a quick test analysis of your desired program for college. What key political, economic, social, and technological factors should you consider in choosing a college degree program? Okay, please screenshot this one and then paki-remind ko aning i-submit niyo ang answer ninyo ani. Pest analysis akong gamiton, political, economic, social, and technological. So kay naghatag mo ko inyo ng discussion sa inyo ha. So you will be answering this one for the whole week. So paki-screenshot ani tapos i-remind ko sa mahihatag na ko nga link dito sa Quipper. Okay? Bantay di po ni i-remind ha. Bantay lang jud mo. Okay, so tools in strategic analysis, value chain analysis. Another one is value chain analysis. Its competitive advantage is the principal consideration that stimulates value chain analysis. So it is important that we understand the value of our activities and benefits they can offer to the members of a network. So value chain analysis, competitive advantage, differentiation advantage, and cost advantage naman. So sa differentiation advantage, unique value that company's product or service offers gives it leverage over competitors. Pag cost advantage naman, the processes or inputs that cost less for a company kumpara sa other companies. So that's for this one. Okay, so now we will proceed to strengthening intuition. Okay, so we have Unit 2, Lesson 4 under Nia Ani is strengthening intuition. Okay, how can we strengthen our intuition, by the way? Intuition has long been used in a human race to survive and prosper. Even itong sa Greek era. Since early times, military leaders, philosophers, Aristotle, people have used their intuition to resolve various problems. So early intellectual regarded intuition as one of the primary bases of knowing. By the way, kitawag na siya ng SPA, Socrates, tapos Plato, then Aristotle. Naging estudyante pa na ni Plato si Aristotle. Then, ang mga teachings po ni Socrates na ano po na ni Plato. Kaya SPA ang tawag. Ano yung pasulod? So, thinking intuitively remains central to the pursuits of modern professionals also. So, gikan sa unang karon, gamit gyapon na to ang intuitive thinking. Okay. So, natay ginatawag diri essential question. So what is the role of intuition in varied human activities? Sa inyong side, what is the role pala of intuition in varied human activities? Okay, when talking about intuition, this one is the ability para ma-understand nato or know something without thinking systematically. Dili na ta gikan pa sa sugod, ani. It's intuition. Okay, a gut feeling or a hunch. That's what we call intuition. This is also the capacity to understand something with immediacy based on our senses and experiences instead of factual evidence also. So thinking based on intuition is critical to the development of our skills in recognizing patterns, formulating strategies, and problem solving. So we can recall any of our experiences in the past where you have used your intuition. Okay, di ba? And then scientists have used intuitive thinking para to respond to problems that require urgent actions according to Dugan daw. Okay, it requires urgent action katong nagagamit ta intuitive thinking katong sa mga problems nga nag-require og urgent actions because intuition was also used by the thinkers to generate nga mga bagong ideas or theories in the field of inquiry that have previously been undiscovered. Kaya nga ana sila nga, the more ka nga daghan mabalaan, the more ka nag-question sa imong sarili. So the more nga, sige na pud ka curious about the world. Okay, scientists were believed to have flashes of intuition. Yan, grabe lang no, di sila ka mautdan og mga ideas. So they call a lightning flash or that relevant illumination that comes in sleep. Kalit okay, mo na siya, di ba? So ma-invento dahil nila, maka-invento dahil sila ganyan. So in this work, in his works on the revolutions of the celestial spheres in 1543, si Nicholas Copernicus provided proof of heliocentrism. Okay, so if you're familiar with this one, according sa Thomas Kahn, ang intuitive capacity was at the center of this discovery and was later proven by analysis. Okay, so according to neuroscience class, flashes of intuition occur in the right hemisphere sa atong brain. Okay. Sa right hemisphere, because sa right hemisphere, it focuses on imaginative, creative and intuitive thoughts. Whereas sa left hemisphere naman, itong mga kung bright og math, calculation skills, and analytic. Modo na ilahang strength. Okay. So, in the field naman sa psychology, according to Simon Freud, differentiates between subconscious and conscious mind. Okay. Ana siya, ana si Simon Freud, ang subconscious daw is the thing that we are not currently thinking about. Kahit na nagahon na now. Ang conscious naman is the things that within our current fields of awareness. Gamay lang ni siya nga field. So, sa iceberg good, kakuan mo to. Ang subconscious is dako kay siya. Because these are the things that we are not currently thinking about, but it's bigger, it has a bigger impact as in a particular person. Pero ang conscious, gamay lang siya makita. Things within our current field of awareness. We are aware of this one. Ana. So that's what we call conscious. Okay, so what are the similarities of differences between right brain's function according to neuroscience and Simon Freud's subconscious mind? So, in classical military strategy, natay ginatawag na intuition informs military strategy. So, intuition is crucial when battle strategies do not go according to plan. Okay, so in medicine, kasi gamit sa intuition in medicine. Siyempre, it informs initial diagnosis of sickness. Siyempre, pag sakit pa yung tiyan, pag ikaw, ato ka dito, mapacheck up ka, sakit ka kung tiyan, inani, mangiingon. Siyempre, dili pa man nato dayon matest sa doctor, kay moagi pa man na og mga laboratories, or unsa pa dira. Siyempre, it uses intuition sa doctor, basig ingon ani mo kuan, so tagaan sa kag immediate nga mga diagnosis or initial nga diagnosis para mawala sa imong pain nga gina-feel. So it is especially crucial in medical emergencies, like for example in first aid. So business. So new and innovative business ideas may come through to entrepreneurs through a eureka moment. Okay, so sa atong adlaw-adlaw nga kinabuhi, how do we use intuition in our everyday life? 'Di ba? Intuition is very useful in daily activities for situations nga nag-require og immediate simple decisions. Like for example, wa jud ka kauna-una nga mag-ilis ka ana kay inani. Wala siya. So dako kay gamit ang intuition in our everyday life because example, mag-order ka og lunch. So, makaunon, ana. Mag-agi pa kag strategic analysis, ana. So, syempre, it requires immediate decision. So, intuition ang ginagamit na to, ana. So, ways to improve intuitive skills. Pwede ka mag-jot down of your intuitive thoughts and then you talk to someone about these thoughts. Bitaw, ikaw, sa man gusto, ikaw, ana. Then, ma-evaluate mo ang result of your action based on the intuition also. So logic is the science of art of correcting, correct reasoning, and then which is traceable to ancient times. This is the of Aristotle. Siya ang nag-ano of kining ko, systematic logic. Okay, if you remember this one. Okay, so logical reasoning. These are arguments composed of conclusions that are deduced from premises. Okay, example. First premise. All cats are mammals. Okay, remember. Second premise, Shiro is a cat. Okay, so the conclusion here, therefore, Shiro is a mammal. That's how we use arguments composed of conclusions that deduce from premises. So it's logical reasoning. So intuitive thinking, it relies on senses and experiences. Okay, essential news, and then use in urgent situations. Logical reasoning, it relies on analysis. Require more time. Ay pag di pa ko certain sa akong decision, I might use require more time pa in thinking with this one. Used to arrive on lang siya, on a valid conclusions. Intuitive thinking man good, it might be wrong or sometimes sige na tug kapas una wala ta nag deeper pa da na ay mantog di ay no ana. So yun ana siya. So that's now on say tawag ani lesson 4, I guess. Okay, unit 2, lesson 4. So kana lang sa siguro atong i-discuss. So next na lang ang lesson 5 and lesson 6. So nakamatag 3 lessons for this one. So thank you for joining our discussion. So please do remind me also og katong task nung sa pests, tama ba? Pests nga analysis nga akong gihatag sa inyo ha para makahatag pud ko og link ato. So ayong pagsaba sa uban nga naay nga nato kay para mahuman po nila ang video, maano nila ang matanawan nila ang discussion po siya. So thank you for joining, and I think we're naamoy kuan karon no kining say term ani recollection daw karon adlaw. So kaya naghimo na lang kog video presentation sa inyo ha kay na may recollection. So although I think half day ra morning, so di na ta mag-meet pagka afternoon, so mo ihatag na nako ni siya sa inyo para makarelax-relax pud mo sa inyong recollection. So thank you for joining. Goodbye everyone. Have a nice day.